when he was doing his championship pie and all of that and ranking LeBron, his pyramid and all of that. Like, these are the people that were holding up the Lakers all these years, right? And now you know the only reason that they were doing that is because their favorite guy, LeBron, was on the team. But now that he's no longer on the team.
For 8 years straight, Nick Wright promised us the Lakers were going all the way. But the second LeBron leaves, poof. Suddenly, the exact same team is falling apart. The guy practically needed a box of tissues just to talk about it. Today, we are breaking down his entire meltdown. We will look at exactly what he got right and where he totally lost his mind. But before we dive in, I want to hear from you. Did the Lakers actually get worse without LeBron? Or did they just win free agency? Let me know down in the comments.
Like, these are the people that were holding up the Lakers all these years, right? And now you know the only reason that they were doing that is because their favorite guy, LeBron, was on the team. But now that he's no longer on the team, and the Lakers have made some considerable movement in the free agency, in the free agent market, gotten some really good pieces. Now Nick Wright is trying to convince himself and LeBron fans that the Lakers got.
Let's get right into exactly what Nick Wright said, because man, it is a classic. On his show, he looked at the post-LeBron Lakers and flat out said they got worse. He basically called them a weak team. He is completely out on them being true contenders. His reasons? Well, he pointed out that they lost Marcus Smart, who he called a massive piece. They lost Luke Kennard. Rui Hachimura still doesn't have a new deal. And of course, the elephant in the room, their second-best player just packed his bags. You can actually go check out the whole clip on YouTube. But here is the hilarious part, and someone needs to call it out. For 8 straight years, Nick was the ultimate Lakers hype man. He was always drawing up those championship pyramids, finding any crazy excuse to tell us the Lakers were going to win it all. Every single year. Even last season, he swore they were right there in the mix. Think about that. For 8 years, they are a title threat. But the minute LeBron leaves the building, bam, the exact same franchise is magically terrible overnight. Funny how that math works out, right? 'Cause that right there gives the whole game away. With Nick Wright, all roads always lead back to LeBron.
So yeah, after splitting up with LeBron, the Lakers have made some moves. They got Walker Kessler. They signed Mamu, Colin Sexton, and my guy Quentin Grimes. How strong of a team is this compared to the West? Do you think they're going to work next year?
Oh, it's not a very strong team at all. They got worse. And Marcus Smart was wildly important to him. He's gone. Kennard was a great pickup. He's gone. Rui is not re-signed yet, and the second best player.
The only reason Nick even says they got worse is because he is counting LeBron as that missing piece. Take LeBron's name out of the mix, and his whole argument pretty much falls apart. Let's be real. This was never about the rest of the roster. It was always about the guy wearing number 23. When LeBron was around, everything was perfect. Now that he is gone, it is the end of the world. But hey, let me be fair. I won't sit here and act like Nick is totally making things up. Some of his points are actually spot on. Losing Marcus Smart? Yeah, that hurts. He is a former Defensive Player of the Year, a guy who really holds a team together, and now he is in Houston. Then you have Luke Kennard. He shoots over 40% from deep, making him one of the best pure shooters in the whole league, and now he is off to Phoenix. Plus, Rui still does not have a new deal. So yes, their bench definitely took a hit. Nick is not lying about that part.
I didn't watch. Don't cut this out into a social clip. However, fair is fair. When Stephen A has said things that I've disagreed with, I've gone after him. So I want to just... And I didn't see everything Stephen A said about the fact that the Lakers are going to be the first team in 40 years to have their best 3 players be white dudes. But I'm telling you right now, while everyone's annihilating him for it, that occurred to all of you as well. Everyone's like, how could he say this? It's like when everybody had a similar reaction when we saw the picture of the Lakers' big three, and it's Luka, Austin, and Walker.
So yes, the bench definitely got thinner. Losing a top defender like Smart and a deadly shooter like Kennard in one summer? That is going to leave a mark. If Nick had just said, hey, the Lakers lost some role players and their depth is a question mark, nobody would be laughing at him. That would be a totally fair, even if boring, take. But no. He said they got worse. Period. And that is where he went completely off the rails. Now let's flip it around. We have to look at the numbers and talk about who the Lakers actually added. 'Cause they went out and got the exact piece their superstar was begging for. They signed Walker Kessler, a real starting caliber center. And his numbers are no joke. Over 201 career games, Kessler is putting up 9.5 points, 9.3 rebounds, and 2.4 blocks a night. Oh, and he is shooting an insane 68% from the floor. You can check out the whole breakdown on Bleacher Report. Just think about that shooting number for a second. 68% is absolutely wild. That is what a true rim runner looks like. You do not need to draw up special plays for him. He just catches lobs, dunks the ball, sets hard screens, and blocks shots on the other end. This is the exact type of big man Luka Doncic told the front office to go get. So telling me the Lakers got worse right after they finally fixed the one position they have been desperate for? Yeah, I am not buying it.
I even did, when I saw the Walker Kessler deal, my own thing in my head where I was like, gosh, what is the last time a team's three best guys were white dudes? And I was like, even the Celtics in the 80s with Bird and McHale, they always had Parrish. Like three of their four best at times, whether it was Ainge or Bill Walton. But it's been a while.
Let's look closer at Kessler because the details really matter here. He was the 22nd pick in the 2022 draft. He played his first 4 years in Utah, and get this, the guy is only 24. So we are not talking about some old, washed-up veteran on his way out. This is a young, rising rim protector who is just entering his prime. And here is why he costs so much. Kessler was a restricted free agent. That means Utah held all the cards. The Jazz actually offered him their own massive deal, 5 years and $140 million. So the Lakers had to beat that. They offered a shorter deal but with more money per year, around $32 million. Plus, they had to throw in all those draft picks just to pull him away. Utah decided to take the draft picks and build around their number 2 pick instead. So yes, LA paid a heavy price. But they paid it for a young player at a position they desperately needed. Now, here is the crazy stat that destroys the whole they got worse idea. Last season, the Lakers went all the way to the second round of the playoffs. And guess what? They did it while Luka Doncic was out with a hamstring injury. He missed the entire playoff run. So they made it to round 2 without their best player even touching the floor. Now you want me to believe that a fully healthy Luka playing next to a real center is somehow a worse team? Give me a break. That makes zero sense, but let's be fair and give Nick credit where he is right. Price for Kessler was huge. The Lakers gave him 4 years and $130 million. On top of that, they traded away 2 unprotected first-round picks in 2031 and 2033. Plus 2 pick swaps in 2028 and 2030. That is a massive haul. People on Twitter were screaming that the Lakers got completely robbed. The sticker shock is 100% real. Some people even asked if the Lakers should have traded for Jaylen Brown instead, since they gave up so many picks. It is a fun what if, but it falls apart fast. The Lakers just did not have the money to match his contract. So it was never really an option. But the fact that fans are bringing up star names shows just how much those picks were worth. I will give the critics that point, and yes, the money is very tight now. Luka and Austin Reeves will make over $90 million together next season. Kessler's $30 million, and your big three is taking up almost the whole salary cap. The Lakers have almost no room left to fix anything else. If you want to criticize them, that is the spot to aim for. Tack the tight budget and the high cost, not some made-up feeling that they got worse next. Nick went after Colin Sexton. He basically called him a useless player. I totally disagree with that. Last year, the Lakers had an awful bench. They could not score at all when the starters rested. Sexton is a proven scorer. He can easily come off the bench and drop 15 or 20 points fast. Calling a guy like that worthless just proves you want to hate on everything the Lakers did. Then there is Austin Reeves. Nick is not the only one shocked by his new deal. Even Draymond Green could not believe Reeves got $185 million. He joked that Reeves can never have a bad game again without getting crushed. Yes, that is a ton of money for an undrafted guy. But Reeves is exactly what Luka needs. He runs the offense when Luka sits and he hits open shots when Luka plays. More importantly, Luka wanted him to stay. When your superstar tells you to keep his guy, you do it. Simple. Now, here is Nick's best point, and I cannot argue with it. Kessler has a real injury history. He has failed to play 65 games in 3 of his 4 seasons. So worrying about his health is totally fair. If Kessler misses a lot of games, this whole Lakers plan falls apart fast. That is a real risk, and the critics are right about it, but here is the funniest part of Nick's own video. While he is busy saying the Lakers got worse, he basically talked himself out of it. He admitted there are only 2 scary teams in the West right now, Oklahoma City and San Antonio. Then he said the Lakers are probably better than Denver, Houston, and Minnesota. Wait a second. You just said they got worse, but now you are saying they can beat most of the top teams? Which is it, Nick? You cannot have it both ways. They just start with the idea that LeBron left, so they must be bad, and they ignore their own logic. Nick even praised the Lakers for getting Quentin Grimes. He said Grimes will have the best year of his career in LA. And he is probably right. Grimes is a great 3-and-D player who fits perfectly next to a guy like Luka. So even in a video where Nick says the Lakers failed, he admits they made a great move. Cracks in his argument are right there in the open, and watch what happens this season because this is the game they play. They will keep moving the goalposts. If the Lakers start hot, they will say, can they keep it up? If they look great in January, it will be, wait for the playoffs. If they lose a playoff series, it will be, see? I told you they got worse. They already made up their minds in July before a single game was played. That is not analysis. That is just holding a grudge. Nick also forgot one big thing. The West is wide open right now. If there are really only 2 scary teams at the top, then an open conference is a massive gift for a team built around a top 5 player like Luka. Nick basically handed the Lakers a compliment and did not even realize it, and it is not just Nick. Avery Johnson called the Lakers a play-in team too, saying they do not scare anyone. Everyone is acting like a 40-year-old LeBron leaving just ruined the whole franchise. The funny part? Nick himself said LeBron leaving was a perfect storm. He understood why LeBron wanted out and said the divorce made sense. So why turn around and act like the Lakers got robbed? They just moved on and reloaded. You cannot say the breakup was a good idea and then act like the team got ruined. They also kept a lot of the same guys around Luka. Jared Vanderbilt, Dalton Knecht, and Bronny James are all still there under coach J.J. Redick. This is not a team starting from zero. It is the same core that went deep in the playoffs, minus a 40-year-old plus a real center and fresh shooters. That is an upgrade, not a teardown. So let's answer the real question honestly. Did the Lakers get worse? Maybe the bench got a tiny bit weaker. Losing Smart and Kennard hurts, I won't lie. But overall, not even close. They got younger. They finally fixed their center problem. They kept Reeves. And they built a perfect team for a healthy Luka. Truth is, the Lakers probably won free agency. They started with $52 million in cap space, waited for LeBron to leave, and rebuilt the whole roster in about 35 minutes flat. They got their center, kept their sidekick, added shooting, and Luka is excited. That is a great summer to wrap it up. Nick Wright had a few fair points about the steep price, the tight money, and Kessler's health. If he stopped there, he would be right. But his main headline, that the Lakers got worse, is just LeBron's biggest fans struggling to watch a team win without his guy. The Lakers did not get worse. They got younger, got a rim protector, and left the drama behind. And Nick will figure that out when they lock up a top 4 seed. Do you think the Lakers got better or worse? Let me know down in the comments, smash that like button and subscribe.